There are even YouTube videos that will walk you through each workout for at-home workouts that require nothing but body weight. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of time so that you can continue that habit. I'll talk about this all the time. All of these are habits. These habits are very crucial to be held and carried through the holiday season so that you can continue them after the holidays are over to continue your wellness journey.
Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video.
What's up, dreamers? I hope you are having a fantastic day or had a fantastic day, depending on where you are in the world, of course. And you need to know that you are awesome. Tricked ya. Gotta switch it up sometimes, keep it interesting. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. What is the vibe today? The vibe today, because the holidays are coming up, the vibe today is talking healthy talk through the holidays. Well, maybe not through, unless you're listening to me 24/7, but healthy through the holidays. That's what I want to talk about. Keeping up with fitness routines through the holidays, if that's if you're into that kind of thing. Continuing your health and wellness journey, nutrition, sleep, all that fun stuff. I know it gets busy with the holidays. A lot of people are traveling, which in turn, people find less time for themselves. So their self-care, we'll say working out, going for walks, eating properly, making, proper meals. And I know how tough that can be. So I want to go over some tips and tricks on kind of what maybe I do, and hopefully it can help some people out, as well as what I've heard other people and what I've read and learned and all this jimmer jammer. So let's just get into it. This is kind of gonna be, we'll even see if we hit a 10-minute mark on this video, but this is kind of going to be more of a chit chat, patty whack, give the dog a bone type video. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with nutrition. That's one of the biggest things. A lot of people, the holidays come up and a lot of people just eat whatever they want, when they want, how they want to, because it's the holidays, right? All the food's good, all the cake's good, there's so many sweets and desserts, and guilty, I do that. But it doesn't have to be that way. Let's see, the first thing I want to say is that when it comes to nutrition and through the holidays, especially if you're traveling or you're at somebody's house, people like to just say yes and eat whatever, even if they don't really want to. They might like the food, but they don't really want to because it doesn't align with their nutrition goals, because they don't want to feel bad. They don't want to upset somebody, right? They don't want to be a bad guest. I have to say, it is okay to say no when you're at family or friend events. It's okay to say no, because everybody in the world has their own preferences, right? Has their own stuff going on. And if you really think about it, like if I were to host a party or something and somebody told me that, that they're not going to eat this, they'll eat the other stuff, but they won't eat this because maybe it doesn't align with their diet, their nutritional needs. I'm not going to say diet. Diet's a bad word. It doesn't align with their nutritional needs, or it's just not something of interest to them, whatever it may be. I'm personally not going to get very upset about it, right? I'm not gonna dwell on it. It's not going to affect me in any way, shape, or form. I get it from a health and wellness standpoint. I completely understand that. So it's for you as a guest, you gotta think about that too. Like the people on the other side, especially if they're friends and family, they're probably gonna understand, right? So it's okay to say no to some things. It's okay to be a little bit picky so that you can align with your nutritional goals even through the holidays. And that's not to say no to everything, right? You should always, in moderation, you should always give yourself a little bit of like a treat. We're not calling them cheat meals. We're not saying none of that. It's just in moderation. I do have a sweet tooth, but over the holidays I do not restrict myself on pies or cakes and stuff. And I know that because I do have pretty good willpower or self-control. I do have a sweet tooth. I have to keep saying that because it's true. but I do have pretty good self-control. Like I can eat a couple of, well, not a couple, maybe like a piece of pie or a piece of cake or something throughout the week or on the holidays, and I know that it's in moderation. It's not like I'm doing this all the time. It's not really going to negatively impact me in the long run, right? And I can get that and enjoy it, feel that satisfaction from the sweet or whatever the treat was, or a food that I wouldn't typically eat, and then move on, because I'm not eating it every day, right? It's okay to say no. It's okay to give yourself a little bit of leeway, especially through the holidays, because the holidays are tough, especially on nutrition. So there's, I think that's probably the most important tip in regards to holidays. This person in front of me, I know I'm cutting off, but this person in front of me, since you guys are here driving with me, you're my passenger. Well, this person's not in front of me anymore, but anyway, I just got off track. This person kept stopping. So that's the best tip I can give in regards to nutrition. I think it's very important. I feel like a lot of people kind of, don't really think about the nutrition, but then it kind of weighs on them later. And I think if you're constantly thinking about it, if you're aware of it during the time of the holidays and you're making the choices, if you're making executive choices knowing that you're giving yourself some leeway, I think that will help with maybe some of the stress of the holidays, right? Another tip I'm gonna give is drink water. And I'm not saying drink alcohol or other drinks. Make sure you're drinking water. You can have fun. You can drink alcohol if you're of age, of course. You can drink your drinks, some juices, some juice boxes, whatever your preference is, but make sure you're drinking water in between. I remember years and years ago, before I even got into health and wellness, especially during the holidays, because there's so many different drink options, I wouldn't even think, especially if I'm with friends or family, I wouldn't even think about the fact that there's no water there. It wouldn't even dawn on me, because it's not like visibly there. So make sure you're drinking some water and staying hydrated. Staying hydrated really helps with, digestion. That's one. Fatigue. It helps to prevent fatigue. Helps with cognitive function. If you want to continue to hold, nice conversations with friends and family. So just make sure you're staying hydrated. It's a very important aspect, especially if you're continuing your fitness journey, right? Working out, going for walks. And we're going to jump into that right now. Make sure you're setting time aside. It doesn't take very long, right? If you think about it, the average person, people are average awake 16 hours a day, something like that. If you put an hour into your fitness, gym, workout, walk, or run, even an hour, that's 1/16 of your day. Think about that. 1/16 of your day. In the grand scheme of things, that's not that many. That's not that much. 1/16? That's a slithering snake. So make sure you're giving yourself some time for your fitness journey, especially if you're just starting out, or if you have just started out and it's been maybe a week or two and you're trying to continue. It's hard to get through the holidays, especially if you're just starting. So make sure you give yourself that time. Go out for a walk, and you can cut it down a little bit. If you normally do an hour workout, just do a 20-minute workout. You can do a 20-minute at-home workout. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands, literally, of 20-minute at-home workouts posted all over the interwebs and the internet. There are even YouTube videos that will walk you through each workout for at-home workouts that require nothing but body weight. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of time so that you can continue that habit. I'll talk about this all the time. All of these are habits. These habits are very crucial to be held and carried through the holiday season so that you can continue them after the holidays are over to continue your wellness journey. Wow, I said that so well I started choking. Let's see, we talked about nutrition. We talked about staying hydrated. We talked about fitness. And then I would just say, enjoy yourself, right? Try not to get too stressed. Try to keep the stress low. Hang out with friends, family, enjoy yourself. One of the biggest things I see in regards to stress is the stress of the holidays, where people always talk about, everything we just talked about. So make sure you give yourself some room. Just give yourself some leeway, okay? And we could all make it through the holidays. And I miss you guys already, all of you. Anyway, May the force be with you. Thank you for joining me. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, do all that cool stuff because it's really cool. It helps out the channel. And I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.